What's up, guys? This is Chris from Outlaw here, and today we're going to be doing another first shots video. This time we are going to be shooting a gun I'm very excited about, and that is the Walther PDP 5-inch. Now this is not exactly the 5-inch. The 5-inch frame is currently being silicone carbided downstairs, because I actually purchased this for my new USP-SA carry optics gun. And today you're going to be going through sort of a first shots. You're also going to be going through sort of a trip down my training procedure, I suppose. I want to vet this gun a little bit. I want to see if it's worth it. I've got a match in a few days. We've got some gear here that I've kind of assembled sort of half-assed to try to make this gun work, because I'm kind of excited about it. So we're going to be shooting this today, but we're not going to be shooting in the standard fashion that we normally would, partly because you guys seen the PDP compact, you've seen the PDP full size. This is the longer version of that. So it is a striker-fired polymer frame pistol that comes optics ready, sort of. It didn't come with the plate. We put the plate from the old PDP on there, and then it comes with a long dust cover, which this one doesn't, because this is it's just a little bit shorter than the standard. Front slide serrations, and then it's got one of the best triggers and grips in the business, and the trigger is actually the reason why I decided to go with it this time. I wanted to go with like a P99 variant, like either the VP9, the Canic, or the Walther PPQ. I've always been right up there for my carry optics guns because I like their triggers a lot, but their ergonomics were never the best, whereas the PDP has a longer grip. It comes with a standard 18-round magazine, and then we'll be running these Taylor Freelance +3s, so we got 21 rounds in the mag, 22 if you count the one in the gun. So I like that a lot, and we'll just be shooting around today just to see kind of how I feel about it from the holster, the mag changes, stuff like that. Most of this isn't going to be testing the gun, but testing my belt here. Some of the gear was really hard to find. I got a really cheapo $30 eBay holster that I mounted onto my Boss rig here, and then I have a 2011 magazine pouch that I put in the microwave. And I reshaped it to fit the PDP. This is a T-Rex, or not a T-Rex Arms, but it's a Mars carrier. That's what they sell at trexarms.com. And then we have some egg roll pouches here meant for a Glock that, again, we microwaved, or rather hit with the heat gun, and made tighter. And then we molded them. Since everything is polymer, everything can either be dremeled, melted, or molded, theoretically. So we used all two Glock mags and a 2011 mag pouch on a PDP, which the magazines on the PDP are smaller than the Glock or the 2011. So we're going to try to make that work today with a belt system that was too long that I also hit with the fucking chop saw. But we'll see how it runs. I have so much shit on my red dot, and as always we're shooting in the afternoon, so it looks better for filming, but then again I'm always shooting right at the sun.
Yeah, it's not ideal for you.
Well, I mean, it is. I get to shoot guns as a job. It's pretty ideal, but yeah, it's not ideal timing, that's for sure. And then if you're like me and never take care of your shit, and your red dots are always just super dirty, and guns need cleaning constantly. My white shirt's tucked in, so we're trying to use the sweatshirt there. We'll move over off to the left here and we'll get a little better.
Do her to her.
Look how fucking wobbly that is. I haven't tightened that. That does not help your draw. Neither does the glare on the SRO. Can you pick that up? The SRO is a great optic, but it has like some of the worst glare when you're looking into the sun, and you end up getting 2 or even 3 red dots sometimes, and you're not really sure which one is your dot. I won't have that problem because the match I'm shooting is indoor, but bring a pen. We left the range bag up there. I'm shooting at the first target about 5 yards away. This one's about 15 to 20, somewhere in there. And as you can see, the dispersion of shots on this target's really good because they're mostly A's, but there's 2 out. That's actually good. That shows me, at least for me, that I'm shooting about the speed that I want to. All A's all the time is bad. That means you need to speed your ass up, generally. So those 2 are fine. But over here, as you can see, I'm taking a little too much time because this is the first time I've really ever shot this gun under speed. So they're all A's right in a nice little group, but one that shows me at like 7 yards, when I'm getting that kind of group, I can speed the fuck up. So now I'm just gonna shoot in this little porthole here. I'll shoot a headshot at one, and I'll reload, shoot a headshot at the second one. Now how you reset that up, just bounce out, pop your mag out, and you're ready to go again. You just set that up a few times so you get comfortable. Check our groups. Now the reason why I like the PDP is the fucking extreme accuracy I get over a Glock configuration. I like the Glock configuration a lot. I've been shooting it for years, but I always shoot way tighter groups with the PDP. I mean, you're talking close to 18, 20 yards there, and I've got a group at speed smaller than a fist on a headshot. That's pretty good for me. All right, now we're just gonna work some headshot stuff, just to work a little accuracy. See how we did there? Alright, so I think that went pretty well. 147 grain ammo is what we were using. I like 147 grain for competition. It's a little heavier bullet, a little less powder charge. Seems like it shoots the smoothest in this gun to me. We shot 115, 124, and 147 through this, and I felt like 147 was giving me the fastest splits without having any reliability issues. We didn't have any problems with the PDP. I didn't expect that we would. Sometimes when you use light 115 loads on a factory gun, this gun hasn't had much change. There's no change in a recoil spring or anything like that yet. The headshots were pretty fantastic. Body shots were all right where I wanted them, at the speed I wanted them. The gun presented really well. I was really looking not to zero in my shooting necessarily today. That's why we didn't do as much shooting, and every shooting we did was either from the draw or doing a reload. Because I haven't practiced that stuff in a really long time, because I don't shoot action matches much anymore. All the matches I've shot this year were all bullseye or accuracy dominant matches. It's gonna be my first speed match I've done in a while. So I wanted to make sure I still had that stuff down. I feel pretty comfortable with that. I'm gonna do a couple dry fire practices the next few days. The belt system is good in the configuration that it's in, but we gotta lock everything down. I shit you not, I'm gonna Velcro and duct tape those egg roll mags there so they don't move. I'm gonna put Velcro tape on the inside of the tech lock here so it doesn't move. Loctite all the screws down on the tech lock, take the holster system apart, readjust it a little bit here because I felt like it was a little off center and I felt like it was a little fidgety. So we're gonna take the screws out of that, we're gonna Loctite all those in, we're gonna tighten all of them down, and then then we should have a pretty decent, sturdy mounting system for the pistol. The pistol felt a little shaky coming out of the holster because it was fucking wobbly all over the place, and that's my bad. When you test stuff, you put it together, but you don't put it together permanently because you don't know what you're gonna fix, and then you go out and you vet it, fix it, and then when you have it where you want it, Loctite that down. That's my personal opinion. I like things not to move. Taylor Freelance was the only option for base plates that I'm aware of. Terran Tactical's website said it wouldn't work with the full-size PDP. I do like those, but these aren't so bad. Purchase on the magazine was really nice. Everybody talks about capacity as far as magazine extensions, but another good component of a magazine extension is how it feels in your hand when you grab the mag to do the reload. I got big fucking hands, I mentioned like every video, but I do, so it's important. And these big base plates give me a little extra real estate to jam the thing into the thing. And when you're jamming a thing into the thing, you want it to go in the right way the first time on a lot of different things, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I like that a lot. It helps me jam a thing into a thing better. So that's nice. It also gives me an extra 3-round capacity on top of the PDP's already pretty excellent capacity of 18 rounds. So I like that a lot as well. And then we did run one stock mag here because I'm going to be running a stock mag just to keep an eye on it. It's the very first PDP mag I ever got, and I felt like I just have a weird emotional connection to the short base plate on this one, so I'm going to keep that one for some reason. But we have more mags ordered. A couple of things I'm going to do to the pistol in the near future for future matches and things like that is it definitely needs an extended magazine release. I feel like that would speed up my mag changes a great deal. I kind of epoxied and put silicone carbide on the gas pedal here. That didn't work very well. We're going to redo that. I have a Walther PDP performance trigger on the way from Walther. When that gets here is beyond me. Is that worth it? Probably not. It was like $300 for the trigger. It's like 2/3 the cost of the gun. And the Walther trigger is good enough out of the box. But I have two full-size PDPs. I have the 4.5 and now the 5-inch. So I'll put it in one of them, see if I like it better. And if not, then I'll just ditch it. The problem with changing recoil springs and triggers and all that stuff is that you can get a level of performance out of it, but you can also get a level of bumfuckery, which you cannot imagine. You know, it's one thing to shoot a couple of split times faster, but it's another thing to go to a match and have 9 malfunctions, and then you're like way behind the curve, you don't know what you're doing. And it's honestly a mental issue for me. I like to run reliable guns in serious situations over sometimes things that are more streamlined, because once I have that first or second malfunction, my mind is on that all the time, as opposed to shooting the actual targets or doing the reloads or doing the draws correctly. And having a thing on your mind that isn't the thing that you're working on generally isn't that good of an idea. So I like that the PDP has been unbelievably reliable for me thus far, and this 5-inch has been reliable as well. This is right out of the box, no lubrication, no cleaning, no nothing, and it's running remanufactured 147 grain really well. I mean, what can I say, man? The Walther PDP kind of took me by storm this year. This is my third Walther PDP. I have the compact, the full size, and then the other full size. And for the money, man, there isn't a better gun. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please support your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.
Are you ready? Stand by.
I like the way you put that belt on.
God, it makes me feel so sexy. It really does. It makes me feel like I'm gonna walk right into the nearest bar and just get every girl.
You
when
would.
I put this on.
I mean, you weren't dressed fancy when you got me.
That's
so
true. I had like a Walmart hooded sweatshirt.
The old
I wasn't wearing this though, and that
belt
would have really
system.
bagged you. What if I just walked in the bar like this and I was just like,
That would work. We might have to cut this and go inside right now.
Ooh, well, if this is working, I got a lot more for you later.